everyone, and welcome to another tutorial session where we're just going to do a quick tour around the Open Conference Master Guide portfolio portal. This portal was designed for easy submission and review of our portfolios as regards the Master Guide program within the conference, right? And here the portal accommodates three major roles: the intended Master Guide, the reviewers, and then the observers, right? And yeah, this is just details of what the share section looks like, and what's expected. Here we have the timeline, right? The timelines, and some of these timelines might be reviewed, as we move on. So please just take time from time to time, just keep checking these timelines. If you're not sure of anything, just come back to the timeline and check. Come back to the website and check. Right, you find details there. Alright, so as time goes on, we might be adding some other content here. Alright, so for the intending master guide, right, just click on access intending master guide panel. Right, so once you click on that, it gives you this page where you're supposed to sign in. So I'm just going to sign in using this login details, right? This remember me feature does not work for now. Just click on sign in, right? And all this depends on your speed, your internet speed, right? So first, if you're just joining or you're just signing in for the first time, I have not changed your password because you will be given a default password, right? So it will force you to change your password. You cannot do any other thing, right, until you change your password, right? So to change your password, you need to enter the current password, right, that was given to you, and then choose a new password, right? So your new password must be compliant. Let me use that word, right? So use a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters, right? So don't just put your name, just look for a strong password, right? If you're not using a strong password, it will tell you, right? So if I'm doing something like this, guys, you see, it says it must be 8 characters. Alright, so let's see if I even put 8 characters. Alright, so must contain at least one uppercase, one lowercase. Right, so to just give you what is missing at that point in time. Right, so please make sure you adhere, right, to what is expected. Alright, so I'm going to update that password. Alright, so password updated successfully, and by default it will log you out. Alright, so to log me out so that I can now sign in with the new password, which I'll be using henceforth. Alright, so afterwards I can now see my dashboard, right? So I'll just do a tour on what the portal looks like, and then subsequent tutorials will take this. We'll go to see how we can submit our tasks, right? So the dashboard will show you the total task that you have for that particular program. So this program is the Master Guide training program. To show the number of completed tasks, your graded results, right? So I was saying graded results for each of the portfolio, for each of the tasks you submit. For each of the tasks, so for each of the tasks you submit, right, the reviewers will grade and make comments. So the grade will be shown here, right, the cumulative or the grade, and here you see your scores. So we'll see it as we move on, we'll see them populate. Your recent submissions will show here, so you can easily see if there's an issue with a submission. Upcoming deadlines also will show here, right? Here to the right hand, to the top right corner here, right, you see your name, probably the first letter of both names. You see it here, right? I'm using a dark theme, all right? So you might come in and then see the light theme, something like this. So when you log in, you might see it like this, right? So if you prefer this, fine. But I prefer the dark theme, so you can change that from there, right? You have the option to change your password here, right? So you want to change your password for some reasons, right? You can just click on that, right? Change my password, right? And then it gets your current password for you, but you can just double check that by unveiling this and clicking this icon to unveil the password. So if I want to type a new password, I just type a new password. The same rule applies, right? Password must be at least 8 characters with uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. To see what I've typed, I can click on this, right? That icon, I can click on that too. And then once you're done typing, once it conforms to what is expecting, right, you click on update password, and then you are good to go, as far as that is concerned. So I'm going back to the dashboard. I think that's all about this icon here. And then if you want to sign out, just click sign out, and then it takes you out of the page or the portal, right? So let's check the first one. So by default, if you are coming in for the first time, you won't see anything here. So here you see the first menu here is available training icon, right? Again, all these things depends on your speed. So the way it's opening on my computer, it might be slower at your end, it might be faster depending on your speed, right? So please make sure, at least to a large extent, you have a good internet network, right? So this is the available training program, Internet Master Guide, and you can see the details. It has 5 sections. The registration deadline is September 6. So this registration deadline just speaks to the fact that after this date, you won't be able to enroll into this. So ideally, this should have been done way earlier this year, February, March, thereabout, right? So we're just doing it now. And this is computer. When we tell the computer to put the registration deadline to a particular date, once that date passes, nobody will be able to enroll, right? So that's why we're just using September 6, so that by September 6, we expect everybody to have enrolled, right, on the system, right? After which you might not be able to proceed. And if you don't enroll, you won't see any task here, right? So we have a total of 25 tasks, right? You can see the end date for this program. It started in February, thereabout, right? So if you want to see additional details, you can click that to view additional details, right? You can see more details, all right, and so on. But so you can either click enroll here, this is a button here, enrolling program. You can do that, or better still, you can go back and just simply click on enroll. And once I enroll, it says, are you sure you want to enroll in this program? No. Yes, enroll now. So I've been enrolled in that program, right? Enrollment successful, right? So I cannot say that enroll again, right? So you can only enroll once. So all your available training programs will be displayed here, right? So that's what we are seeing here now. All right, so now we can see that we have 25 tasks. All right, so I can click on my tasks, right? And then I can see all the available tasks, right? I have about 25 of them, right? We'll talk about this in details. I don't want the video to be too long, right? We'll come back to my results. We'll talk about change password, but this is another way to change your password too. Right, you can change your password from here. You can use this button or click on this link, right? For your profile, you can click here to see your profile, right? I click here to see your profile, your name, your phone number, your district, your church. All right, if you want to edit your profile, maybe your church is not correct, you can do that, but we do not allow you to edit your district. You can edit your phone number so that in case we want to contact you, you can change your phone number. So we believe you're in the right district, but if you're not in the right district, just reach out to us. But you can change your church, right, within that district, and you only see churches within that particular district. right? So this is Okejun. So if I'm not in Okejun, let's say I'm in Babcock Academy, you can click on that. You cannot change your name either. You cannot change your email address. Right, so those are the two information you can change. If there are issues with your name, email address, and the like, just reach out to us. And so I can save that. So I'm not seeing my church as Amazing Grace Chapel Babcock Academy. Right, so going back to the dashboard, so you can see total 25 tasks. You can see upcoming deadlines, right? So just going to show us all the possible deadlines. For now, the tasks have the same deadlines, September 14th thereabout. All right, so that's about that. See you in the next video. Bye for now.